here's what we got. Cleaned up the bumper mounts, cleaned up the core support, installed these engineered vintage shackle hanger brackets, and this winch mounting plate. So the winch will sit upside down on this plate, and the fair lead will go out here. I'll have to cut a hole through the bumper, that's fine. We hogged out a hole on the back side of this cross brace right next to the proportioning valve for this Offroad Design steering box frame brace to bolt up there. So it replaced the factory bolts and spacer washer things with this, triangulated brace to stiffen up this, because this is a crack prone portion of the frame. And really the hardest part of the install was pulling these oil cooler lines out. You can see one is routed through here and back through the factory hole, but I couldn't fit both with the 90-degree elbows. I'll show you that when we go back topside. So I routed the other one up and over the top, just between the fan shroud and over the cross member. It doesn't deflect the fan shroud at all. The fan, I can turn it with no interference whatsoever. No big deal. So what that allowed us to do is to get them nice and tucked up so as to ride between the top of the winch plate and the power steering cooling lines, and then tuck up nice and tight into the auxiliary engine oil cooler. So no interferences there. And the other booger is these old bolt holes were kind of swollen from rust and grime and other shit. So even using the factory bolts, I couldn't drive it in there more than halfway without feeling it was cross-threading. So what I had to do is dip it in some oil, thread it, give it half a turn, back it off a quarter, give it another half a turn, and work it, re-season the threads so it could accept these new grade 8 bolts. But all in all, I'm glad that it's done. It's gonna be a real bear to get this proportioning valve out if I have to reset a trip on the whatever you call it, the carrier piston, whatever. Or if I want to replace it, I'll have to take this brace back off. But I put anti-seize on everything, so should make it fairly straightforward. It helps when you have all the right parts in the right places. Step one is this pre-assembly needed this spring to attach to this piece on the back. Once that's together, then it can go in with this little spring on the bottom. And then you can put this in, and you don't use the same color spring on this side. It's a bigger spring. Then this adjuster bar needs to be for the driver's side, not for the passenger side. This spring has a loop that needs to be back here. And then once all those are in place, you adjust this as tight as it goes. You can start adjusting it when you're ready to put your drum on. This spring needs to be behind it. This needs to be sitting on the front of the star adjuster. That's your parking brake. And then you do these two springs together on the front of the post. And last is this spring. And now I can start adjusting the star wheel until the drum just barely slides on, and we're good.